Okay, YouTube, Camaro ZL1 1LE here to hit you with another video. This video is going to be the 1,500 mile video. I'm going to give a full review on what I think about the car and go in depth on what came with the car. As you can see, it's a really good day. The back of the car, as you're going to see, a lot of stuff I took out of the trunk, they actually came with the car. So I'm gonna give you a good video, good review, let you know a little bit more about the car. Okay, first off, I'm gonna start off with the front. As you can see, the front look really aggressive. You see the lower, what do you call it? The lower kit, and you can see I bought the tow hook for it here. And as you can see, this bow tie, they call it a flow tie because you could actually stick your hand right through it. They call it a flow tie on the front. And as you can see, the front hood, it's the matte black color with the carbon fiber insert. It really looks good. It really makes the car look a lot more aggressive. Also, you can see it's got the, they're a little dirty there, but got the Brembo calipers in there, got the 1LE on it, and it also comes with the 305 3019 slicks, which I have about 1,500 miles on. Haven't had any problems, even riding in the rain, it doesn't matter. Also, as you see, it's a little dirty, but the back of the mirror is also matte color. So it's a really sharp car, and if you look at the lower ground effects down bottom there, it sticks out. I like the way it forms. It kind of sticks out. It makes the car also look a lot more aggressive. So if you go back to the rear wheels, they're 325 3019s, and they also have the 4-piston Brembos. The front has the 6-piston Brembos, and you can also see they upgraded and put nitrogen in the tires. The back spoiler, it really does make the car look mean. I like the X on its carbon fiber. And they say at 155 miles an hour, it gives you like 300 pounds of down pressure to keep the car sturdy. And also it's got the, of course, the dual exhaust. And on the back, you see the ZL1 badge on the back. And I like the way the back lights look as well. And also, just to show you a couple of things that came with the car. Of course, I did a video on the charger. This is the car charger, and you actually use this if your car's going to be sitting a while to help keep your battery charged, and it got the Camaro symbol on it, so it's pretty neat. Also, it came with the tow bar. I told you I bought the better looking tow bar, but it also comes with a tow bar, and it also comes with a air pump with the sealant that you can use if you get a hole in your tire. And they gave me an upgrade on the floor mats, but it does have a set of floor mats, and also it has track deflector package. If you could see here, this came with it as well. If you go to the track, you can use this deflector package. I guess it'll help with the tire when you're kind of warming your tires up from getting on the car, because I see a lot of times people have blue tape and stuff on it. They use the tape instead, but that's what the deflectors are for. And also, if you look too by the door, you can see it has a little button where if you got your key in your pocket, you can just hit the button and open the door. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look inside and show you a few of the things that came in the car. And like I said, that's the tow I showed you once before, but that's the tow hook I bought. It looks more aggressive, make the car look a lot meaner. And also, YouTube, I'm in the process, like I stated before, of seeing about getting the what is it, ceramic coating, and also maybe a clear bra. I'm not exactly sure which one or both that I'm getting. So let's go ahead and look inside the car. If you look inside the car, you can see it has the Ricardo seats. I really like it because it's leather and suede, and it's got the ZL1 in the seat. And those are the mats. It's got Camaro on there that I upgraded to. And let's take a look at the door. I like that it has a suede here on the door, and it also on the door you can lock the door. Of course, you can set the 3 different settings of the seats in case your wife or your husband or spouse or partner or whatever decide to drive the car. You can have different settings, and also that's the setting for the mirror, and that's the windows up and down for both sides. And down here you have the trunk release. Also, Bose speakers is what's in the car. And this is another thing here. It came with the PDR, and down here, as you can see, is where you put your CD card here, SD card, excuse me. And that's pretty neat. And that is what gives you more time when you're doing your PDR recordings. So it's really neat. And also, let's start back here. It doesn't work for my phone, but if you got a little small phone, you can actually charge it on this charging station. I have the Samsung Galaxy S10 Edge Plus, so it doesn't fit. But anyway, it's a neat little added option to your car. So I guess I'll put all this stuff back in first in the trunk, and then I'll show you a little bit more of the inside of the car. Kind of ironic, I'm right over here, you see that big flag? Pretty neat. Anyway, the reason I say that because I'm ex-military, I'm a military veteran, and my wife is currently in the military. But that's pretty neat, the flag blowing over there. But anyway, let me go ahead and throw this stuff back in the trunk. Won't take me but a second here. And then, like I said, I'll kind of show you guys a little bit about what else is inside the car. I'll straighten all this out a little bit later, but I just want to get it put it back into the trunk here. Okay, so we'll get inside the car and I'll show you a little bit more. One of the things I like about the steering wheel, you see it's got the suede. I'm sure it could get dirty, but it's pretty neat because it's actually heated. So if you can see on the steering wheel, you got the button there for heating the steering wheel. Then of course you got the cruise control, you got the phone, you have the selector when you have the display up when the car on. And I also like the fact that it's got the ZL1 stitched in the steering wheel here. And also I like the way, if you notice, the bottom of the steering wheel here is not circular, it's kind of flat, so your leg fits perfectly in there. So I think that's pretty cool. So let me go ahead and crank her up. See here. So I've cranked her up, and let's look at the display. As I said, well, I don't have 1,500, I'm 1,400 some miles. But anyway, one neat feature I like about this car is you can change the sound of the exhaust, and that's located right here by the gear shift where it says modes. So if I hit that mode up or down, I'm gonna go ahead and hit right now. It's showing that it's like in track mode, but I'm gonna hit it and it shows you all the modes. That's snow and ice, that's track, that's sport, and that's what, like I said, that's track. So that's pretty neat. I like that. And I like the fact too, if you look here, I like how the radio console is kind of slightly tilted, and it's got all the controls right there at your fingertips. It's really neat. I like, you know, the design of it and how it works. And also, one of the other things I really like is the temperature control. Normally you'd have an up or down button, but it's actually, you turn this up or down and that controls your temperature. And I think that's pretty neat. And even when you do that, I like the fact of how the little small buttons here in the center, you can see the fan control. You press one of the buttons up and down, and I like the 5 little dot lights showing you the how, you know, the temperature, how high you got the fan or how fast you got the fan going, you know, between 1 and 5. that's pretty neat as well. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off because it's really a great day outside. So also, I like the controls of the climate system. If you see how they're all in a line across the front, you know, below the radio console, I think that's really cool. It looks really nice there. And all you do is just press one of the buttons and it looks really great. And also, mine has the suede here on the dash, which is pretty neat as well. Other than that, if you see here, you got the lock for the window up and down, what have you. And even up top here, you got the light controls. And you also have the OnStar as well. It's pretty neat. And like I said, it doesn't have a garage door opener where you could program it. I've never used one on any of my cars, but I do have mine. So I guess I'm old school when it comes to that. But anyway, like I say, I like the display as well. It shows you, you know, your different gauges. It's right here where you can see them. And one other neat thing is, if I really want to, you could actually swipe. Let's see if I can do it. Swipe this. Well, I guess I can't do it. But anyway, there's a way you could actually swipe it and it'll go and display here. But I've seen that done before. I've never done it. But anyway, yeah, and another thing I like about this car too is it has the red seat belts, if you notice. And that's like a lot of the track cars have those red seat belts, and it's really neat. And just show you a little bit about the radio. You could actually change the ambient in the car if I decide I want to change different colors. And right here along the side will change different colors. It's not dark, so it won't show too well, but I just changed it to red, and as you see, it just changed. And when you change that, it changed the other side, which you can't see too well, and also changed above the car and even down into the if you're looking here, into the drink holder, cup holder. And I said before in one of my other videos, one thing you cannot do with this car, you can't go through the car wash that has the brushes like that. You got to do the hands-free car wash, or go to the one where you wash it yourself with the high pressure wand, because it will mess up the ground effects on this car. So you don't want to do that. And so let's go to back here. And this is the, if you see, you got Onstar Service, of course, PDR. The PDR is one, and when you hit it, okay, it'll say dismiss, and you could actually record. I got a video, check out my other videos. It shows you exactly what comes up for the PDR. You can do different modes, different settings. You got track mode, you got just regular mode with nothing on it, and you got sports mode. It's really neat. It's really neat. So you need to take a look at it. It's in my other video where I did a recording of me driving home from work using the PDR. So I'm gonna do a lot more videos when the weather get a lot better. I wanted to go ahead and give you this video because the weather is supposed to get pretty bad the next couple of days. So I wanted to go ahead and give you a video showing you a little bit more about this car. Like I said, I've got almost 1,500 miles and I cannot complain at all. This car has been great to have and to drive. And one of the biggest things that has happened to me with this car, I've only had it almost a month, not even a month, but I've had at least 30 people either passing by or when I'm washing the car telling me how great it looks, how aggressive it looks. Even going to get gas, I've had at least 30 people, seriously, 30 people who has said something about how great the car looks. One other thing too I like about this car is it's got the display. I don't know if you'll be, yeah, you should be able to see it. It's kind of small, but the display shows you the miles per hour, shows you the G's. You could actually change it to different things, but this is like the heads-up display. So while you're driving, you can see these things, and if you got changing gears, it'll show you what gear you're in and stuff like that. So it's really great. The 10-speed automatic for me was definitely the way to go. I cannot complain at all. I mean, there's nothing I can say bad about the 10-speed automatic. I haven't had any issues with the car. I mean, I know it's brand new, but I've seen guys on YouTube that has had issues already with the car, with their ZL1, not the 1LE. knock on wood, but with their car they've had issues with it. Also, you can see advanced tracking. You can take it off here. Like I said, that's the modes. Here you have a if you lift that up, that's a cigarette lighter. Not cigarette lighter, but cigarette plug or what have you. Only thing I don't really like about the car is what I'm got this video showing right now. Park. I'm old school, so I've always been one to be able to pull up on putting the park brake on. And now with this little button, it takes away from my pulling up on the park brake. But I'm just being picky right now, so it's what it is, what it is. But that's one of the things I wish we had. But anyway, that's no big deal. As far as back seat, a lot of people ask, hey, you know, what does it have a back seat in it? Blah. It doesn't really have a back seat. I have a back seat, but the average human cannot sit in this back seat. I guess you could say you got a little kid, you know, a couple of months old or something, in the car seat could fit, but a regular person cannot sit. So let me give you a look at the back seat and also show you the head space, which is not much at all. So an adult cannot sit in that back seat. But anyway, let me go ahead and show you the back seat. This is the room in the back seat. There's no room whatsoever. And that's only about 4 inches of head space. So if you're sitting back here in the back seat, you can't, it can't be an adult. But for me, I didn't buy the car for the back seat. I won't have anybody in the back seat anyway. Only people being here probably be my wife. She'll be in the passenger seat. But with that being said, no, there's no back seat in the car. Also, as you can see, that's the heads-up display and the information. You can change different information. So that's right there at your fingertips as well. So other than that, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell about the review and what all comes with the 2020 Camaro ZL1. I didn't really go over all the stuff with the radio and all of that. And a lot of people have asked me, but I did not, I repeat, I did not get a navigation system. It did not come with my car. You can get, I did some research, you can get a navigation system for the car. There are videos on YouTube that show how to install it. And I've seen it prices anywhere from $4.95 to $6.99. And I'm sure if you want to pay more, you can find somebody that'll charge you more. But like I said, this is the Camaro ZL1 1LE. And I cannot say anything bad about this car. Thus far, it has been pretty amazing. So I got something else I got to throw in here in the trunk. So I'll throw that in there. But anyway, throw this in the trunk. But like I said, I can't complain about this ZL1. It's one big complaint I have is it stays dirty. Every time I turn around, I got to wash it. But hey, I love this car, so I can't complain about that either. So as you can see, too, you got the little. It does come with the backup cameras. Yeah, you can see it's got the backup cameras, and it has other features as well. In the mirrors, if you can see, let me see one of my mirrors here. You can see, I don't know, yeah, you probably can see it. But if a car's coming up alongside you, that will light up, showing that a car's next to you so you don't change lanes. But other than that, 2020 ZL1 1LE is out. And if you guys have any questions or anything you want to know about the car, please put it in the comment section. And I'll try my best to answer, because I try to answer every comment that I can. Right now my channel is small, so it's a little more personal. So I answer all the requests that you guys have or questions that you have. So take care, be safe. Camaro ZL1 1LE out.